It's been 16 years since the horrific September 11th attacks that left 2,996 people dead and more than 6,000 others wounded in America. To mark the harrowing anniversary, the Department of Defense has released dozens of astonishing and rare images showing the aftermath of the attack inside the Pentagon and at the World Trade Center. They were hit by planes on that fateful morning during a series of coordinated attacks by al-Qaeda hijackers. Another plane, United Airlines Flight 93, crash-landed in a field in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, after passengers stopped the terrorists from hitting their intended target. The powerful photos include candid shots of then-President George Bush as he came to terms with the horrifying attack on the United States. Two powerful light beams shone through the night on Sunday and early Monday at the World Trade Center in tribute to those who lost their lives. Thousands of 9/11's victims' relatives, survivors, rescuers and others are expected to gather Monday at the World Trade Center to remember the deadliest terror attack on American soil. President Donald Trump, a native New Yorker observing the anniversary for the first time as the nation's leader, is scheduled to observe a moment of silence at about the time the first airplane hit. The White House said he is to be joined by First Lady Melania Trump.He have also planned to participate in a 9/11's observance at the Pentagon. Defense Secretary Jim Mattis and Joseph Dunford, chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, are hosting a private observance for victims' relatives there at 9:11 a.m. Monday. After the names are read at that ceremony, there's a public observance with a wreath-laying and remarks. Vice President Mike Pence and U.S. Secretary of the Interior Ryan Zinke are scheduled to deliver remarks at the Flight 93 National Memorial near Shanksville. It's on the rural field where one of the airliners crashed after passengers and crew fought to wrest control away from the terrorists who'd hijacked it and were heading for Washington. Construction continues at the Shanksville Memorial, where ground was broken Sunday for a 93-foot-tall tower of voices to honor the 33 passengers and 7 crew members who died. The ceremony amid the waterfall pools and lines of trees on the National September 11 Memorial Plaza strives to be apolitical. Politicians can attend, but since 2011, they haven't been allowed to read names or deliver remarks. Yet last year's 15th anniversary ceremony became entangled in the narrative of a fractious presidential campaign when Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton left abruptly, stumbled into a van and ultimately revealed she'd been diagnosed days earlier with pneumonia. The episode fed into questions that then-Republican nominee Trump had repeatedly raised about Clinton's stamina and transparency. She took 3 days off to recover, and Trump used footage of her stagger in a campaign ad. Trump has often invoked his memories of 9/11s to highlight his hometown's resilience and responders' bravery. Some of his recollections have raised eyebrows, particularly remarks while talking about Muslims, that thousands of people were cheering in Jersey City, New Jersey, as the towers fell. There is no evidence in news archives of mass celebrations by Muslims there. Meanwhile, rebuilding and reimagining continues at Ground Zero.The third of 4 planned office towers is set to open next year. So is the Greek Orthodox Church, next to the Trade Center site, that was crushed by the South Tower's collapse. Work toward a $250 million performing arts center continues after a design was unveiled last fall. Most recently, plans were announced this spring to transform a grassy clearing on the Memorial Plaza into a walkway and area dedicated to 9/11's rescue and recovery workers, including those who died of illnesses years after being exposed to smoke, dust,